Hello everyone and welcome to Shifting Gears. Welcome inside the Kia Carens Clavis EV. So we have a lot of content pieces on the Kia Carens, on the Kia Carens Clavis, and now on this Carens Clavis EV. This is a dedicated video only for the drive review, how this car feels from behind the wheel. We have a separate video where we speak about this Kia Carens Clavis EV in terms of the changes that it brings to the table compared to its ICE counterparts. Now is a good time to subscribe to the Shifting Gears channel and press that bell icon so that you get a notification every time we upload a content piece for you to make an informed car buying decision. Now, like I said, in this video we will focus on how good this car is to drive. What you should note is that the Kia Carens Clavis EV is only going to be available as a 7-seater family car. You're not going to get captain seat options in the second row, so you are only going to get a 3-seat seat bench in the second row. Of course, this is a 3-row seating family car that your money can buy here in the Indian market. So it is in a very unique position, especially in this price range, as an electric car for you to bring home. Firstly, let us speak very quickly about the specifications. Now this Kia Carens Clavis EV is going to be available in two battery pack options, 42 kilowatt hours and the 51.4 kilowatt hours extended range model, which we have with us today. Now the 42 kilowatt hour Kia Carens Clavis EV is going to claim a maximum range of 404 kilometers as per ARAI certification, and the variant that we have today with the 51.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, this is claiming 490 kilometers of driving range. Power output on this model is 126 kilowatts. With the lower battery pack, the power output is 99 kilowatts, but the torque output is the same, which is 255 Newton meters for both the battery pack options. Speaking about charging times, you can see that screenshot on the screen right now, and it is fast charging capable up to 100 kilowatt DC fast charging, so you don't have to worry about long waiting times when you are recharging your batteries. Now this Kia Carens Clavis EV is running on 17-inch wheels. I like it that they are not oversized, overstyled 18-inch wheels, because it would have taken a toll on the ride quality and comfort. The battery pack is hanging on the floor section on the chassis, but it is eating up some space in the cabin, but it is still not compromising your comfort and space too much. So do check out our video where we are speaking about the interior cabin and the exterior design of this Carens Clavis EV, so that we try to tell you that don't just believe videos online blindly. Yes, it does eat up some space, but it is still very, very respectable in terms of cabin comfort for passengers. Now let's start talking about the driving experience. Firstly, as soon as you step inside this Kia Carens Clavis EV, you will just be amazed how good the cabin feels. It is such a pleasant experience as soon as you step inside, especially at night time or in the evening when these ambient lights are looking so glorious. The illumination is nice, the intensity is not hurting your eyes. It feels special, it feels premium, and it justifies the price tag just as soon as you get inside the cabin. a proper premium car this is, this Kia Carens Clavis EV, and that is why I really like it. Then once you get inside, you will see this central tunnel console, which is again very special, very unique, very practical, very usable, and it just looks so neatly done. It doesn't look like an afterthought. Now, compared to the ICE counterparts of this Kia Carens Clavis, this Clavis EV doesn't have a gear stick over here, because the gear stick is a column shifter on the right hand side of the steering column. That also is very easy to use and operate, and because of that this space is freed up, so there is no gear stick over here, hence you have this extra storage space. But once you twist that column shifter with the shift by wire technology, you know, once you get going, it is just such a quiet car. I'm driving on the JNPT road in Navi Mumbai, driving towards the Atal Setu, the sea bridge that we have here in Mumbai. We are driving on really shabby concrete roads, very poorly done, but it is a very quiet car on the inside. Now, because this is an EV, of course there is no engine noise, but there is no battery whine either. So I'm at city speeds, I'm at 65 kilometers per hour or a little more, climbing up because we are on a downhill. It is making no noise inside the cabin. The NVH is really nice. It is just that when you are at serious triple digit speeds, maybe above 100 kilometers per hour or 110 kilometers per hour, then the wind noise starts to creep in, and then there is some amount of noise, that wind buffeting that you can hear inside the cabin. But otherwise, at city speeds, this is a very pleasant experience. For your daily commuting, you are going to have absolutely no complaints driving this Kia Carens Clavis EV or being driven around in this Kia Carens Clavis EV. It is that quiet a car. And when you get on the gas, when you are using regen, when you tap the brakes, I have not noticed any noise that is going to disturb my experience in terms of comfort. So I really like it. Just have a look at how these truckers drive. The roads are, you know, always dug up in and around Mumbai, and even when you are tackling and handling all of this, it is just so easy for you to be behind the wheel of this car. So let us first talk about the driving modes. You have 3 driving modes, and the mode selector is here on the steering wheel. So press it again and again, and you can toggle between eco, normal and sport driving modes. Now you of course know what it is going to do. When you start the vehicle, it starts in default of normal mode. Then you can switch between eco and sport. Of course, eco is going to have your throttle pedal set at the easiest setting, so the vehicle will not be very eager to lunge forward. In sport mode, it is going to be very aggressive, the throttle map, so you will be able to accelerate really hard and fast and maybe have some exciting experience from behind the wheel of an EV. And normal mode is just normal mode. Now, when you change the regen settings, the slowing down ability is going to differ, and you can make use of all regen levels in all modes. You have 0, 1, 2, 3 and I pedal. So you have a total of 5 regen settings to select from, and you can change into these 5 settings in all of the modes, in eco mode, normal mode or sport mode. There is no additional boost mode that I can see over here. It is not available. Now, changing these modes is possible on the fly, and when you are driving steady throttle, say for example if you were in eco mode, and then when you go to sport mode, if you are steady throttle, even then you will notice that as soon as you switch to sport, the vehicle will start accelerating a little faster. Let me demonstrate that to you. So right now I'm in eco mode, I'm driving steady throttle, alright. So I'm going to ensure that I am at 60 kilometers per hour, and now when I switch to sport, it has just started to pick up pace. I have not moved the throttle pedal at all, and I am picking up pace, and I'm now crossing 80 kilometers per hour, and now it has reduced to gain momentum. So even at that steady throttle, like I said, switching between modes, you will notice the change in power delivery, and you will notice the change in gain in momentum noticeably, because in sport mode it will pick up pace much faster. That is about it in terms of modes. That is what the modes are supposed to do. You will accelerate harder, you will accelerate faster, or you will accelerate slower. But don't think that eco mode is going to have you as a slow sitting duck out on the highways. This is an EV, so as soon as you kick that throttle pedal, you get that instant power and torque delivery, and you can really sprint hard. And even in eco mode, you can overtake not just slow moving cars, but even fast moving cars out on the highway. So you will appreciate it, you will really like it. So now I'm going to go back to eco mode, because that is how you should drive an EV. If you bought an EV, you've not bought it to drive it in sport mode all the time, have you? Let us now just commute at commuting speeds with this Kia Carens Clavis EV. So the toll gate has opened, and now I'm in eco mode. Check this out. Very gentle, very quiet. When there is a car that is overtaking me, I can hear that car more than I can hear my car. That is how quiet this Kia Carens Clavis EV feels. We are right now on the Atal Setu, on the coastal road. Not the coastal road actually, on the sea bridge, the Atal Setu, connecting mainland to Mumbai, the island city. And now when I'm driving, when I'm gently pressing the throttle, it is very easy to pick up pace. It is very quiet while it is doing that, and it is such a nice feeling. Let us talk about the steering wheel. So with this Kia Carens Clavis EV, you have a nice looking steering wheel with a flat top, flat bottom, dual tone effect. Drive mode is over here on the steering wheel. You have a column shifter over here, which is also very visible, even though this steering wheel is so stylish, this 2-spoke steering wheel. And using this steering wheel is easy. It is not heavy at all. This is an EV, and single-handed operation is also effortless. When I'm changing lanes, it does give me good confidence of where the wheels are pointing, so I know what the vehicle is doing. There might be some dead area in the center, but it is not completely dead, because after a moment you do feel that there is some movement that is happening with that slightest of input, but it is not extremely dynamic in the center. If I change the drive modes, that also, doesn't do much in terms of the steering calibration. So that remains the same, is what I have noticed so far. So in eco mode, what the steering does, and in sport mode, what the steering does, remains, I guess, more or less the same. So no change in that department. The steering wheel, otherwise, it is nice and easy. I'm going to go to the slow lane and try to demonstrate this to you. So check this out. Single-handed operation, and there is absolutely no problem. If I go to extreme crawling speeds, and say for example, if I have to single-handedly make a U-turn, it is not going to be a problem. The steering wheel is nice, light, easy to use, and everyone in your family will be able to drive this Kia Carens Clavis EV without putting in too much of an effort. Now when I get going, say for example, if I'm driving a bit fast, alright, and now if I want to just gauge how dynamically sorted the vehicle is, if I make lane changes at close to 80 kilometers per hour, it is no problem at all. So it does give you decent amount of confidence. Check this out. If I very quickly change a lane, yes, this is a tall MPV, but the steering wheel does give you decent amount of confidence. Now if you're doing anything more than this, then you have bought the wrong car, because this is a family EV, this is a tall car, and then you will feel some amount of body roll when you do that. So you have to keep your expectations in check, and you have to know what car you have bought and then drive it accordingly. But in general, when you are, say for example, avoiding an obstacle, or if there is an emergency and you want to make such a maneuver, the steering wheel will give you safe enough confidence to do that. The next point is the suspension setup. Now, I have been really blown away how well the suspension has been tuned. This Kia Carens Clavis EV has the battery pack hanging below the chassis, right? It is between the wheels. But for that, they have not stiffened the suspension to compromise the ride quality. Not even once has the battery pack, the underbody, scraped anywhere on the nastiest of speed breakers. So that should tell you that the suspension is not completely soft. It is not so comfort oriented that it is going to hit or hurt that battery pack. But it is not so stiff either that it is going to rob you off from the comfort. It is actually very, very compliant, and it is very, very comfortable. It is actually cushioning to the point that it just glides over undulated roads very nicely and very effortlessly. My parents, when I drove around my parents in this vehicle, and then when my DOP has been experiencing this car, he owns a MG Windsor EV. He also did mention that this feels really, really comfortable, and this is like a good family car. And everybody inside, you the driver, your front passenger, your second row passengers, and even your third row passengers, nobody is going to complain that the ride quality is thrashy and they are feeling too many thuds and bumps on their back and on their bottom. So because of this suspension tune, this Kia Carens Clavis EV is going to be a very comfortable family tourer, even if you want to go long distances. And then, speaking about the suspension, if you're driving a bit fast, like I am right now, I'm at 100 kilometers per hour. I'm going to set the cruise control at 100. Very nice flat ride quality. It is not bouncy. It is not, moving around too much. It doesn't feel like there is too much of vertical wafty movement. It is stable. It is holding on to the road nicely, and as a family car, this is more than sufficient. And over those undulations, very nice glideability. I really like it. It is very nice. So the suspension setup is going to keep you comfortable. The next point are the brakes. Now the Kia Carens Clavis EV is offering you all 4 disc brakes. When you tap the brakes, the regen is going to kick in, so the energy is going to be harvested back into the battery pack. But if you're buying this car, you don't have to necessarily depend only on the brakes. You can actually select the regen levels 0, 1, 2, 3 or I pedal, and then you can actually avoid tapping the brakes. If you actually use I pedal mode, which is single pedal mode, you don't even have to tap the brakes at all. Your vehicle can come to a complete standstill without the use of the brake. Imagine, your brake pads will last eternity if you do that. So how it works is, when you are at regen level 0, like I am right now, when I let go of the throttle, the vehicle will free roll for a really long time. I have been doing this a lot in my review drive experience, because of which I think I'm getting reasonable amount of range. Of course, if you select regen levels, then the vehicle will slow down and it will harvest that energy. But then I think it just slows down the vehicle where I don't want it to slow down that fast. So I have kept it at 0, and I like this free roll ability of this EV. If you are at regen level 2, 3 onwards, then the vehicle slows down a lot faster. At regen level 1, it is not that bad. It doesn't slow down that fast, so you can still free roll a lot further. In I pedal mode though, which is single pedal driving mode, your vehicle slows down sharply. So let me demonstrate that to you. So I am activating I pedal mode right now. I have now set the cruise control to 100 kilometers per hour. So understand this, I am in I pedal mode, the cruise control is set, and even though I have released the throttle pedal, the vehicle is not slowing down. It also has adaptive cruise control, so it is now at 83 kilometers per hour because there is a vehicle moving slower in front of me. I am changing the lanes and now I have a free lane, so now I am picking up pace. Again, I pedal mode is active, no throttle input, but the vehicle is at 100 kilometers per hour. Now say for example, if I kill the cruise control, I'm in I pedal mode. The speed has dropped from 100 to 80, now to 70, 60, 50, 40, and in this way it can actually come to a complete standstill. But I will not do that because on the Atal Setu you're not allowed to stop. So that is how fast the vehicle is going to drop the speed. Let me demonstrate that one more time. So I'm going to climb up to 100 kilometers per hour again. This time no cruise control. I am in I pedal mode. Right now I am allowing the speed to reach 100. Yes, we are at 100 now. Releasing the throttle. Check out how fast that vehicle is going to move forward now. And that is how sharp your deceleration is in I pedal mode. And then you can actually come to a complete standstill. Now I pedal is the sharpest of regen, and then you have level 3, level 2, level 1 and 0. Changing regen levels is very easy, or selecting I pedal mode is really easy, making use of these paddle shifters. So it is very intuitive and very easy to understand when you are doing all of this. And I have not really used I pedal mode much. I did use it when I was driving in bumper to bumper traffic. So in that particular situation, the I pedal mode comes in very, very handy. But otherwise, for the maximum amount of duration, I have been driving in eco mode and with regen level 0. I like it this way. Now, overall, as a package, this Kia Carens Clavis EV is really well rounded off. The Kia Carens, when it debuted years ago, even back then, it was a very good family car. A lot of people bought it. It is a very popular family car here in India, and it is a very practical car. Say for example, for a customer who had a Honda Jazz, which was a very spacious hatchback, if he or she wanted to upgrade, the Kia Carens was the ideal package because it had so much space, so many features, such good practicality, got fantastic spread of engines and gearbox options. And now you have this, the Carens Clavis EV, an electric, more cost efficient family wagon, and it is as good a car should be in this price range and for family users. In terms of tires, the stock kit that you get, I have had no complaints with it, and I did accelerate it hard quite a few times, especially from a standstill at a signal, just because I could enjoy my time from behind the wheel. And the grip levels were good. It did not wheel spin even once, not even once, when I was accelerating really hard from a standstill to achieve that 0 to 100 sprint. Not once did the tires give up. So good grip in that department. And even when you're driving out on the highway or when you're making lane changes, no complaints with the tires. Now I'm again going to set the cruise control to 100 kilometers per hour because you can do that on the Atal Setu. Now this vehicle, this Kia Carens Clavis EV, it does have all the modern ADAS features, so I can relax a bit. Not that this is ideal that you leave your hands off the wheel, but you know, it is going to take some amount of stress away. Check this out, no throttle input, steering input when it is demanded, because you are not supposed to get your hands off the wheel. But say for example, if you are doing something or you're making some changes, ADAS is a good additional layer of safety. So if at all you are distracted between these feather touch controls for your air conditioning or for your infotainment, the vehicle is going to ensure that it stays in the lane, it maintains the speed, it maintains a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you, and you know, you don't veer off and you are not an unsafe car user for other road users. So all of these ADAS functionalities, now we know this. A lot of Indian cars are offering this to you, and a lot of buyers are actually bringing ADAS home too, because it just ensures even more safety. So everything has worked, nothing has malfunctioned, nothing has not functioned as expected. So this is really a good car, niggle free right out of the factory. In our other video, you would have noticed some ribbons on the door handles, because you are given an experience like we have purchased a brand new car. Although this is a media unit, this is not my car, this is Kia's car, and that is just how good the media fleet is also handled. So the media cars otherwise are really abused, but this being almost a brand new car, it was very well kept and nothing has rattled inside the cabin. So when you buy an EV, there is very little to talk about because there is no engine character that you can speak about. You can just speak about how fast it accelerates and what are the different modes that you get, and that we already did. So summing things up, very nice and quiet car, very good NVH, and even over these rumblers, as you can notice, it is not unsettled because this is a tall MPV, a family car, a people mover. So check this out, these rumblers, when the vehicle is moving over it, you know, it doesn't feel like the vehicle is sliding too much, and even when that rumbler is being taken care of, there is not too much of movement felt to me on the seat, on the driving seat. So very good suspension setup. So a nice and quiet car, really nice and powerful too when you want it to. Otherwise in eco mode, a very effortless vehicle to drive. By the way, I have still set the cruise control at 100 kilometers per hour, but I am on this really long corner connecting the Atal Setu to the Eastern Freeway. The speed is at 55 kilometers per hour because there is a vehicle in front, but also because with a certain steering input on a corner, I think the speeds are being controlled by the onboard computer. And now it is starting to pick up pace again, and I have to reduce the speed because now the speed limit is a bit lower. Now check this out, there are a few slow moving cars in front of me. I am in eco mode, but if I am in a hurry, I can overtake them in just a few seconds, and it is just such a fast car. You can do silly speeds in no time because since this is an EV, get on the gas and you get instant power delivery. Check this out. If we try to demonstrate this one more time, let me follow this slow car. So if I want to overtake them, change the lane, get on the gas, and we are flying. We are literally flying. It is so much fun. This is what makes EVs really, really fun, you know. Say for example, if you want to just fool around a bit out on the highway, if you have someone who is honking constantly, or if someone is flashing the lights constantly, hinting that you are slow and they want to overtake you, of course the good thing to do is just to make space and let these people go. But if you want to play with them, even in eco mode, check this out, get on the gas, you will be pinned in your seat and you will just vanish in front of them. That is how fast this Kia Carens Clavis EV is. It's so enjoyable. So guys, that is pretty much it. That is all that you should know about the Kia Carens Clavis EV. It is a great car to drive, it is an effortless car to drive, and it is a very efficient car to own. I have been charging it, and the kind of efficiency that I have been getting is maybe 8 to 10 kilometers per kilowatt hour, depending on how fast I was driving it. So if you're driving it inside the city where you get a lot of regen, making use of the brakes or regen levels, your efficiency would be higher. Efficiency on the highways could be a little less because you don't really use the brakes that much, but then still the range is really, really good. One more thing about the range which I want to mention is that when you switch the AC on and off, the range differs. So right now I'm in eco mode. The regen level is at level 0 and the range that I can see is 258 kilometers. This is with the air conditioning on. If I switch off the air conditioning, the range has now gone to 294 kilometers. But I don't want to drive further being sweaty, so the AC is going to stay on. I of course have ventilated seats. Both the front seats have seat ventilation, 3 levels of that, and the button is very nicely, conveniently placed over here on the central console. So if you want to know anything else about this Kia Carens Clavis EV, ask me in the comments below and I will try my best to help you out. Till next time, subscribe to the Shifting Edge channel, press that bell icon, always drive safe, try to have both your hands on the steering wheel, and always wear a seat belt.